already made a video about some of the bigger differences that I've noticed between grocery stores in the US and stores in Germany, and I'll link to that down below. But there are also a lot of smaller differences that I think are just as interesting and hopefully helpful to know too. Hey everyone, I'm Dana and you're watching Wanted Adventure Living Abroad. The opening times in Germany don't seem to differ that much from in the US. In Germany, 7 a.m. is a pretty common opening time and 10 or 11 p.m. pretty common closing times, except for in Bavaria and Saarland, where shops must close by law by 8 p.m. And the other big difference here is that all over Germany, most grocery stores are closed on Sunday. Whereas from what I can remember, where I've lived in the US, they're open every day, and some stores are even open 24/7, so they're open all the time. Okay, the store is open, we're in the store, let's grab a cart. I hope that you have some coins if we're in Germany, because as I mentioned in my Not Free in Germany, but Free in the USA video, in Germany, the carts are strung together, and to get a cart, you put a coin in, and then when you leave the store, you put the cart back and you get your coin back. Interestingly, some people commented on that video that in the US, the store Aldi also does that with the carts, which actually makes a lot of sense since Aldi is a German grocery store. One of the first areas you come to in many grocery stores is the fruit and veggie area, known collectively as the produce department. In some stores in Germany, you just grab your produce, pop it into a bag, and put it in your cart, which is how it's been done in the stores that I've been to in the US. But I have been surprised a few times here in Germany when in some stores you actually have to weigh your own produce and then pick out what kind of food it is from a little computer, and then you print out a sticker with the price on it to put on the bag. If you forget to do this in one of these stores where you have to do this, when you get to the checkout line, the cashier probably won't be too happy with you, and neither will the other people glaring in line behind you. Yeah, I'm no stranger to that uncomfortable experience, and I try really hard not to make that mistake anymore. And as far as which fruits and vegetables are available, when I first moved to Germany 7 years ago, I did notice that whereas in the US you could often get a lot of fruits and veggies year-round, here in Germany there were more defined seasons. But I would say that now the two countries are getting more similar in this regard. I see fresh raspberries and strawberries, for example, right now in stores in Munich, even though it's the beginning of March and nowhere near berry season in Germany. After all of the differences that I've already mentioned, I still think that the one that I found most shocking was the first time that I saw eggs just sitting out in the store here in Germany, not refrigerated. Isn't someone going to put these things away? Won't this cause me to get sick or something? The first time that I saw this, I just thought that some careless store employee had completely forgotten the eggs in the middle of the store, because in the US, the eggs are kept in the refrigerated section. Nope, turns out that eggs are just processed differently in Germany and the US, and that's why they're able to be kept out in the stores in Germany, but they're refrigerated in stores in the US. In Germany, some drinks are sold in individual bottles, but then there's also a section with bottles in cartons. So rather than buy 1 or 2 bottles separately, you can buy a carton of 12 bottles. And unlike in the US, in Germany, the sales tax of an item is included in the price on the label. But watch out, because in Germany, the recycling fee for bottles, called Pfand, is not included in the price that is shown. A lot of bottles in Germany have an extra fee on top of the price. And I've noticed that 25 cents is pretty common. You get that extra fee back when you bring back the empty bottle and recycle it in the machine. money. When you buy a carton of bottles, you pay the bottle fee per bottle and also a charge for borrowing the carton itself, which you also get back when you bring back the container. While we're on drinks, in Germany, you can buy alcoholic drinks, so wine, vodka, beer, everything, in the grocery store. In the US, it varies around the country. In some places, you can buy wine at the supermarket, while in other places, you have to go to a liquor store, which is often conveniently located right next to the grocery store. And in some places in the US, there are particular times when you're not allowed to buy alcohol. So then during those times, if a store does carry some kind of alcoholic beverage, I can remember seeing these big cloth drapes covering up those sections in the store. So my question for you is, what grocery store differences have you noticed around the world? Please let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. And of course, don't forget to stick around for the bloopers that are coming up next. Until next time, auf Wiedersehen. Please let me know in the comments below. You then wait for your number to be called. You get that mini money. Yay, I did it. I just thought that some completely careless. I already made a video. It starts like that. I already made a video. That's the first thing that I say. I love berry season.